Hi friends, this is Jenneffer, your mindful librarian from the Mooresville Public Library. We've been doing a lot of work with our staff in our mindfulness sessions using this great new book. I know the cover's backwards. It's called Emotional Inflammation. Learning to Discovering Your Triggers and Reclaim Your Equilibrium During Anxious Times by Lise Van Susteren and Stacy Colino. We have our own copy for the staff, but we have a copy that you can put on hold and check out if you're interested. You can use the non-contact pickup or just the normal hold system and come in when we're open and pick it up once you get the call or the email that it's your turn. The big gem from this book is we've been learning how to identify what kind of emotional reactor we are. There's 4 major types, and we all react to emotions in different ways based on personality, thoughts, fears, current experiences, many things. So when you take the quiz and you learn what major type of emotional reactor you are, it's like learning a whole aspect of your personality, and then you realize how many other different types there are out there. So one thing we found really surprising for us is that us and our significant others frequently had really different reactor types. So it was really eye-opening to see, so my reactor type is I want to hide and hunker down, and your reactor type is that you want to get angry at the injustice of the world. So really helping to put a compassionate lens on how people are reacting to all of these stressors in our world, in our personal lives. So all the way from the big meta stresses down to the different levels of stresses. So something I learned a long time ago when I had my first child and was learning about parenting skills was like, if you can name it, you can tame it. And that's one of the themes that these authors are writing about, is learning to unpack your emotions. You're sitting, you're taking time, you're learning words to put to your feelings. And so one of the activities we've done several times now is you get a piece of paper or a computer if you don't like writing on paper. And you give yourself quiet time, much like you would for meditation. You give yourself 5, 10, 15 minutes, and there's a list of words to prompt you for feelings in the book, and I'll read them here for you in just a moment. And you just don't filter your response. You're like free writing. You're all the feelings that you're feeling, you just write them as they come to you. And no one's going to read it, no one's going to judge it for grammar. This is just for you, for self-discovery. So this is on page 77. It's the word cloud that the authors have chosen to help you identify what's resonating with your mood state. And whatever, it's going to be different today and it's going to be different later today, but you just do the exercise one distinct time. So, optimistic, fearful, despondent, regretful, panicky, shame, disgust, confusion, positive, determined, outraged, aggressive, empathetic, apathetic, distrustful, grief, accepting, sad, annoyed, shocked, anguish, resolved, exuberant, enthusiastic, altruistic, jittery, isolated, tolerant, disappointed, disrespected, vulnerable, self-critical, hopeful, moody, upbeat, joyful, compassionate, frustrated, alienated, helpless. So you'll give yourself at least 5 minutes to just pour out your state of being. If you find the words not coming very easily, just keep writing. And a trick I learned in an automatic writing class was, if you're using pencil and paper or pen and paper, you can take your hand on the paper and you just draw the infinity symbol on the paper to keep the activity of writing flowing. So even if a word isn't coming to you, you're moving your hand, and then after a few moments it just sort of starts to pour out. So you could try that too. And if you have other words that come up for your state of being, that's totally fine. This is just a prompt to help you get started. And remember, we're not judging. A negative feeling is not bad. A positive feeling is not good. It just is what it is. You're helping to learn how to take the feeling away from the judgment against yourself. So this is an exercise to help you kind of deflammatize or de-inflammatory, anti-inflammatory exercise for your emotions. So don't worry about censoring, revising anything. And I suggest if you do this exercise, it's really helpful in the span of a few days to try to do it at the same time of day. So I'll do mine on my lunch breaks, for example, and I'll look back over the last few days, and I was really surprised how different from day to day my feeling words were. So I hope that you can give this a try, and you can of course share this technique with anyone, share this video with anyone that you think might be helpful. And if you want to see anything specific regarding mindfulness in the future, you just give us a shout out, send us a message, give us a call, carrier pigeon. You can stop by the library as long as you have your mask on. So I wish you well. I wish you good health, good mental health, and have a wonderful, peaceful day. From my divine light to yours, namaste.